and is my mic on? Yeah. First, it's just an honor. My neck is kind of like stiff because I'm sitting next to, the great house. I'm just excited to be here. But my parents are immigrants from Honduras. And, in the early 70s, there was a lot going on. My mom was afraid to teach us Spanish because she didn't want us to get teased at school. They really didn't know a lot. And when I graduated from high school, I had like these big dreams to go to college and work on Wall Street with my fancy skirts on and my little briefcase and all that stuff. And I probably could have, received some type of scholarship or financial aid, but again, my parents just didn't know. So I went into the Navy to get the GI Bill.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I did that, and I thought that was awesome. I said I would never get married, I would never have kids, and all that went out the window. And I served 4 years, and then I got a medical discharge. And upon getting that medical discharge, my husband, who is here tonight, and I thank God for him, he's been my biggest support system. He suffers from PTSD from the Gulf War, and we went back to New York like a lot of veterans do, to stay with your parents. You get out of the military just so you can get on your feet. He was promised a job, and that job fell through. And then his post-traumatic stress disorder kicked into high gear. And unfortunately, I don't come from a military town, nor do I come from a military family. It was one of those things where they said, okay, you have to find your crazy husband, take your crazy husband and find some place to go. Well, for me, where do you go? I'm from New York. I didn't always play by the rules, and I barely had a high school diploma when I went in there. I met this Navy recruiter and said, listen, you're already in high school for 5 years. If you pay this school $300, you'll get a high school diploma. So I did that, but I tell folks all the time, now I have a master's degree. So I want to write down. And so I took my crazy husband and our son, who was about 2 or 3 years old at the time, and we became homeless. And it's something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I'm a fighter. My husband, my rock, my knight in shining armor, he was sick. And in the early 90s, the focus was still on the Vietnam veterans. So even though he went to the VA, they would, number one, over-medicate him. And then when he went to the support groups, he really couldn't relate. So we kind of suffered in silence. We did the car thing, we did the Fred thing, we did the hotel thing, and we were homeless. And I said, Ginger Miller, you're going to have to take control of the ship or you're going down with it. And if you go down, your husband goes down, your son goes down. And I said, you know what? I got this GI Bill. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get my degree. And unfortunately for me, I didn't have a mentor. So I worked 3 jobs and went to school full time, killing myself. As you say, I worked like a dog. I was in some dangerous situations, working at a gas station at night. I was in the hood, but I did what I had to do to survive because there was always something in me that still wanted to work on Wall Street. Granted, I never made it. I'm here tonight. It's probably better than Wall Street. But one of the things I realized is that I didn't have any friends that served in the military. I couldn't really tell people how I felt because I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. Nobody understood me. Fast forward, I moved my family to Maryland to have a full piece of life with my husband and our now 2 boys. And then I got appointed to the Maryland Commission for Women as a commissioner by Governor O'Malley at that time. And I said, I'm going to do something nice for women veterans during Women's History Month. And we did this empowerment unification cruise, partnered with the University of Maryland School of Public Health. And I put this thing out there on Eventbrite and social media, and almost, look at Tracy smiling. In almost 30 days, we had over 150 women veterans to show up. And that's how Women Veterans Interactive was born. And I said, okay, you know what? There's other women veterans out here that's still suffering the way that I did. You serve your country for 20 years. I served for 4 years. You served for 20 years, and you mean to tell me you're on the brink of being homeless? We have to do something about that. So I started Women Veterans Interactive. Since inception, we have supported over 3,000 women veterans and their children. I have numerous awards, but